This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners share their wisdom. It's short and to the point because we respect people's time and because we know transforming possibility happens fast and it leads to lasting results. So let's get to it, right? Question number one. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'm Kimberly Hambrick, and I'm a leadership development and growth coach. I design empowered leaders who then go and empower others.
Love it. Who doesn't love empowering themselves and then empowering other people, right? I love that. That's anybody in the leadership field I just have high, massive amount of respect for. Thank you for what you do. Question number two. What's the best thing, Kimberly, about being in business?
You know, Brad, it's that transformation moment. It's that aha when you're working with a client or a team of people and they get it.
You just nailed it. It's like when they really get it. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That to me, that's why I do what I do.
I love it. That is that aha moment, that transformational moment that people describe it in different ways. It's so powerful, isn't it? It's life-changing.
Mhm.
Love it. Thank you. Question number three. Now, I like to say this because we're still walking through, hopefully, the tail end of this COVID season, but we hear from other business owners that even today, like especially in the digital space or the shifts that people are making, the pivots they're making, that people are getting so much business that sometimes the chaos is causing a little bit of overwhelm for them. Can you tell me your thoughts on that, Kimberly?
Well, to be honest, that question puzzled me at first. I was thinking, being overwhelmed by too much business. And then I had to step back and I had to think, well, if you have a mission and your or vision, whatever you want to call it, if you're tight on that, if you have a system in place, it all aligns. But we can get overwhelmed. And one of the ways that I tend to avoid that is, I have an abundance mindset. I am not in competition with others, and that's not boasting. We're all here to help each other forward. So I connect with other coaches. I connect with people who do exactly what I do. And if I would get to the point where I would feel overwhelmed, I've got a great network to reach out to, because what's so important, most important, is that that person who reaches out and wants a coach, they get the help they need. And I'm not going to shortchange them by being overwhelmed.
Love it. Absolutely love that. This is a great. I mean, I really love your response and in your reaction. I hear a bit about connection there. Like it's really all about connection, but the
Mhm.
abundance piece is so big. There really is no competition, right?
No, there isn't. And so many people think that we are in competition. And I mean, on social media, I'll put something out and somebody will jump into my feed and promote their business. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Go for it. Because, I've said for years and years, Brad, that I'm an acquired taste. Not everybody's going to like me or want to work with me. And I want to make sure. But if you, full transparency, if you hop in my feed a second time in market your business, I'm going to call you out in private and just say, hey, I want to help you. Let's work together. But, don't keep jumping on my feed and tell people what you do.
I love it. I love it. Candor and directness. I love it.
Oh,
I
yes.
love it. But with kindness folded in. I love it. That's great. It's good examples too. I mean, it's a good illustration. Question number four. What other successful business owners like yourself, Kimberly, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
Well, as you know, we're connected by David, and I have to give him a shout out. But I've got some great ones that I think. Shelley Brown is out of Sharon Brown. I'm sorry, I've got a Shelley Brown to Sharon Brown. Sharon Brown is out of the UK. She's just got this heart for collaboration, and she's doing some really amazing things and bringing people together. Shelley Brown is in Boston, and she's just got this. She calls herself the weird girl, but she's got this unique perspective of how she's doing things. And I think you'd love talking with her. And one of my favorites is I'm gotta check his name so I can try to roll the R, which I probably won't. But his name is Anton Adroyakov. I will send you his name, and I apologize, Anton. But Anton and I and a couple other people, Kevin Ward and Virginia, and her name's escaping me right now. We talk about human SOS and making sure that we're working on the sustainability of the human. And life, health, and work. And it's really exciting work.
That sounds amazingly exciting.
Mhm.
So awesome. And ooh, some of those names I know, especially on social media, I have trouble pronouncing them, but it is fascinating to connect with people from all around the world. So I celebrate you for giving that a try. And hopefully we got we got it right, Anton. Let's switch gears. Let's talk about some wisdom, some business wisdom, right? So, Kimberly, what piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners?
All right. So, Brad, you and I are visual. You can see me. And when I say this, it is never too late for a life reset.
Mm,
I just had a birthday yesterday, so I got a year older, but
happy
about
birthday.
thank you. But about 4 years ago, I finally had that a couple gut kicks in a row that made me realize there was something wrong with what I was doing. And the wrong was me. And by that, I mean, I struggled with limiting self beliefs most of my life. Very successful, but I struggled. And I was always butting up against that. And I, I had awareness of that. And a very quick way for people to see if they're successful but still struggling with awareness is document what you say after I am. Such a powerful, powerful strategy. And whew, I got to tell you, I never said anything positive about my me after my I am. And I had a couple great mentors, and I was challenged to write positive things. And I'll be honest with you, I probably could have wrote the next 15,000 page novel before I could say something positive about myself. But the
Mm,
practice of doing that started to change up here, and I busted through my own BS, which is belief system, but it's something else as well.
mm,
So once I had that awareness, I then reached out to some trusted few. And one of the things that one of my mentors said to me is, borrow the belief I have in you until yours matches mine.
mm.
And I have to tell you, it was life changing because no one ever spoke to me like that. And I did. And my belief matches him. He's told me this. And by having that awareness, by investing in people who saw my potential and seeing it myself, kind of put me on the trajectory to move forward with this newfound awareness with growth. And so it's never, ever too late to hit the reset button.
I love that. You just shared some really powerful stuff. So the I am statements and the measurement of what we're speaking out loud, what we're thinking and speaking out loud, right? Is that correct?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then and then you that's I mean that's great awareness for anyone, and that is real value that someone can take today and just begin to track that and manage that, and that's a great way to shift. I love that.
Yeah, one of the things I have a hashtag that's simple yet profound. So you're not going to get, I mean, it's very easy to do, but if you do it, the impact, amazing.
Awesome. I love that. And then you began to talk a little bit about like, dude, can you repeat that statement? Like, believe that's really powerful statement.
Borrow, borrow the belief I have in you until yours matches mine.
That's a great,
Oh,
that is a great statement. And doesn't that sum up what a coach does a lot of times for someone? That is a powerful statement. I can honestly say I've never heard that. So thank you
yeah.
for sharing that.
Oh, you're most welcome. And because I was blessed by somebody saying that to me, that's my mantra. And I walk forward to help others the same way.
Love it. Love it. That is that is some powerful deep stuff, Kimberly, but that's amazing. So let's shift gears for just a moment and let's talk about this because I believe, and you probably do too, as an entrepreneur, you know that like, we live, I mean, we work to live, not live to work, right? And so I'm always afraid I'll get that like backwards.
I get a lot of things backwards, and then people look at me funny, and then I realize it and I change it. So don't worry, you're
Every time I
safe.
say that, I'm like, did I get that backwards? Just for a little humor there.
This is a safe environment. Don't worry.
I love it. I love it. Well, what's the most fun vacation you've ever had, Kimberly?
Brad, so when I first saw that question, I immediately went to the times that I visited Italy.
Mm,
And I've been blessed to go there. I call it the land of my people. I've been blessed to go there. And I realized that was my dream vacation. And so, to be true to your question, what is my most fun vacation? Well, it's the times that I took my sons, they're grown now, they're 24 and 27, but to Universal Studios, to the amusement
Mm.
parks. I'm just a big kid at heart, and I know I have embarrassed my children. When we went probably within the last 5, 10 years, when the Harry Potter theme world opened up, I'm a kid at heart, and I'm like running through, I'm screaming, and then the minions were there, and I raced to get my picture taken with the minion. My one son thought I knocked over a child. I will not say or deny that I knocked over a child. But to me, just having fun with my sons, and they always tell me they absolutely love riding roller coasters with me because I never disappoint. I scream at the top of my lungs. And as soon as I'm off, I'm the first person to want to get in line and ride again. So when I love that question because that just brings back wonderful memories for me.
I love it. That is great illustration of having some great fun with family and just getting away and just laughing and being joyful, and that's what life's all about, isn't it? It's great.
Absolutely.
When you were describing that, you took me back. So I just went to Disney World for the first time in my life just a couple of years ago. Went out to a mastermind group with a good friend in California, and he loves Disney World. And I went there doing live videos with the princess and just all kinds of like we just had a lot of fun. We were joking and play is so important. So thank you for sharing that, Kimberly.
Oh, and thank you for seeing my weirdness and enjoying it as well.
I love it. This is great. Thank you for being on and for the investment of your time. I really appreciate it. What's the website or social media, or what's the when somebody watches this and is like, wow, she seems amazing. I really want to connect with her. How can they do that?
Well, I made it very easy when I went into business for myself. The name of my company is Kimberly Hambrick Consulting. So you can find me at www.kimberlyhambrickconsulting. And I'm most prevalent on LinkedIn as Kimberly Hambrick. I usually post every day, 5 days a week, except around this time of year. I've just kind of been laying low and enjoying the holidays.
Awesome. Great time for reflection and whatnot. I love that.
Mhm.
How did I know you would be doing something like that this time of year? That's great. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making 5, 6, 7 figures. It's really not just about the money. It's more about sharing their wisdom and creating impact globally. Thanks for joining us.